Welcome back to ISRAR'S channel and to the third and the final part of our transportation management series. In part 1, we set the stage for exploring the fundamentals of transportation management, its objectives, core functions, transport modes, integration with supply chain, and commonly used tools. In part 2, we focused on carrier selection, how to choose the right carrier, and the key criteria involved. Now, in part 3, we will dive into the criteria evaluation template, a practical tool to help you assess and compare different carriers systematically. So, let's get started. Carrier evaluation template is used to compare and assess different transportation carriers systematically. This template includes weighted scoring to help in making a data-driven decisions in the selection of a carrier. There are three key components of the template which we will explain one by one. There are three key components of career evaluation template. The first one is the selection of evaluation criteria. So these are the factors you consider important when selecting a carrier. That's freight cost, on-time delivery performance, service coverage, regions, capacity or availability, safety records, and claims ratio, technology and tracking tools, customer service quality, insurance and compliances, then sustainability initiatives, and finally flexibility and responsiveness. The second component is weight percentage, and this percentage is given according to the importance of each criterion expressed as a percentage. For example, freight cost might be more important and that will get the 20%, then sustainability initiative which will get 5%. The total of all weights should be 100%. So evaluation criteria and how we give the weight is like this. For example, freight cost is 20%, on-time delivery performance is 15%, service coverage is 10%, capacity and availability is 10%, safety records and claims ratio is 10%, technology and tracking tools are 10%, customer service quality is 10%, insurance and compliance is 5%, sustainability initiative is 5%, and flexibility and responsiveness is 5%. So we will give the each criteria a weight in percentage. The third component of the template is giving score to each carrier which you are selecting from. So these are the ratings you assign to each carrier for each criterion, and usually you will get out of 10 or 5, that is like maximum score based on their performance. For example, if there are three carriers you have to select from, like A, B, C and C, you give score to each carrier depending upon their performance for each criteria. So now your template has all data. Next step is to calculate each carrier's total score, and then by adding them you will find the best carrier to select. This is a template you can see which shows evaluation criteria, weight percentage, and then carriers A, B, and C, and how you have to fill that. So next step is how to calculate. So as we have already talked about that, assign scores 1 to 5 for each criterion based on the carrier's performance. Then multiply the score by the weight percentage, and third step is to sum up the weighted score to get a total for each carrier, and the carrier with the highest total score is the most suitable and you will select that. Now let's see how the scoring works with help of an example. For each carrier, you assign a score for every criterion. That is, like carrier A gets 3 out of 5 for on time delivery. You then multiply the score by the weight of that criterion, that is 3 multiplied by 15%, and that is 0.45 the total weight for that thing. You repeat this for all criteria for all carriers. You sum all the weighted score to get the total score out of 100. This is called the weighted scoring method and helps you make a data driven decision. In this example, carrier C will be the choice. So this is your total template showing all the calculations and the final selection. So if you have any question, please let me know and I will be glad to answer your questions. Thank